Hello, this is Daniel Nunez, and this is my essay that we're going to go over and talk about AI and deepfakes and the potential harm of AI deepfakes in political sense of disinformation and how it's potentially harmful to the public. Now, before we begin, I want to introduce you guys to a couple of manipulated videos that AI has manipulated and changing the functions and movements of certain characters, whether that's political figures or celebrities, or just a video of a baby beating up a goat. To avoid copyright and plagiarism, I have included the credentials of the videos I'm about to show you down in the description or in the transcript of this essay. As you can see in this video, there's a kid and a goat sparring, and you can already see that there is some odd shapes and movements with the characters themselves. The next clip I'm going to show you is a clip from TikTok that impersonates the so what called the Chinese Elon Musk.
Hi everyone, I'm Elon Musk. I love you. I love you guys. Very good. You're very good. Wow. Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Elon Musk. And YouTube very popular. Follow me. YouTube. I love you. I love you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Follow me.
As you saw the look-alike Elon Musk, this was probably generated by AI or an AI filter to generate this uncanny resemblance of Elon Musk. Now, a more recent modified AI generated deepfake video is this political meeting between President Trump and President Zelensky.
Without us, you don't have any cards.
One more question from
Now, in presentation to my argument, is AI considered a nuclear weapon in our days? Yes, in my eyes, they are. AI is a potential and harmful weapon in political use as it causes fear among the public, shakes other nations to make believe of these deep fakes. So, what is deepfakes? According to Washington University at St. Louis, it reads that deepfakes are synthesized videos and audio clips which a person's face or body or voice has been digitally altered. Now, who monitors the AI to cause these deepfakes, or how does the AI work? In this next video, it's News Media 60 Minutes that explains blueprint of AI deepfakes.
You know, I do all my own stunts, obviously. I also do my own music.
This is not Tom Cruise. It's one of a series of hyper-realistic deep fakes of the movie star that began appearing on the video sharing app TikTok earlier this year.
Hey, what's up, TikTok?
For days, people wondered if they were real, and if not, who had created them.
It's important.
Finally, a modest 32-year-old Belgian visual effects artist named Chris Umi stepped forward to claim credit. Umi only deepfakes Cruz's face and stitches that onto the real video and sound of the impersonator.
That's where the magic happens.
For technophiles, Deep Tom Cruise was a tipping point for deep fakes.
Still got it.
How do you make this so seamless?
But it begins with training a deepfake model, of course. Where I have all the face angles of Tom Cruise, all the expressions, all the emotions. It takes time to create a really good deepfake model.
What do you mean training the model? How do you train your computer?
Training means it's going to analyze all the images of Tom Cruise, all his expressions, compared to my impersonator. So the computer is going to teach itself. When my impersonator is smiling, I'm going to recreate Tom Cruise smiling. And that's how you train it.
Using video from the CBS News archives, Chris Umi was able to train his computer to learn every aspect of my face and wipe away the decades. This is how I looked 30 years ago. He can even remove my mustache. The possibilities are endless and a little frightening.
The next clip is by Nova PBS Official.
Sort of learning to recreate that person's face by looking at thousands of images over and over and over. Like a lot more research than you would think would go into making a goofy video or something like that.
Truly surprising for me. Yeah, I was just really surprised.
I didn't do any after touching on that video. I was just using the technology that was available from the machine learning side.
As we know, AI is a machine that takes the input and makes an output. We could say the same thing about ChatGPT. ChatGPT, you ask it a question and then it generates and it gives you an answer, just like a machine, input and output. Now the scary part about this is that AI is evolving as it feeds on the input, and it betters and makes itself flawless with the materials it's given. That's why ChatGPT shouldn't take your personal information, as it could use it as a reference to other questions from other people. Now, with this powerful AI deepfakes, we can see how, from a political stance, it could be a very threatening weapon as it manipulates the political figure's facial structure or facial expression and manipulates the voice. According to the University of Rochester, deepfakes was a contributor to manipulating audio of Joe Biden and then urging the voters to stay home during their primaries. As you can see in this text, it was also a fabrication of Taylor Swift endorsing Donald Trump. As we can tell, this is just modifications of disinformation and meaning to harm the public in a political stance. But what is the disinformation? Okay, these are the disinformation and misinformation definitions that I stole from Rebecca Cummings, a librarian from the University of Utah. So misinformation is an unintentional incorrect information. So that's something without knowledge or without resources, without a fact check. Now, disinformation is an intentional false information designed to cause harm. Now, this is when we're talking about AI deepfakes. AI deepfakes is supposed to intentionally hurt someone on the other side of the screen. Like, for instance, in my context of my argument, voters or people of America, as deepfakes manipulate political figures. Now, Ms. Cummings explains 7 types of disinformation. 1 being satire, 2 being clickbait or false connections, 3 being misleading content, and the next being false context. There's also imposter content and manipulated content. Now, this is where the spectrum of deepfakes fall under and disinformation. So we'll talk more about this. The next one is fabricated content. And then the last one, which is new, is now hallucinations from AI. These are the types of disinformation and misinformation. But the one that I want to focus the most is manipulated content. Manipulated content is what I'm showing you. AI deepfakes being used as disinformation to harm the public, society, you name it, voters. To support my claim, I'll show you a couple of news media articles that uncover the use of deepfakes in the political sense and how potentially dangerous it could be for releasing disinformation. This is why AI deepfakes is considered a nuclear weapon in the political field.
Season, disinformation and misinformation has very high stakes because citizens need accurate information to make decisions. Technology has really changed the game. In 2024, we should be most concerned about the role of generative AI, which is an emerging technology that affects disinformation because it can create video, text, images of people saying things they didn't say and doing things that they didn't do.
Swift and politicians such as US President Joe Biden.
It's important that you save your vote for the November election.
UK Labour leader Keir Starmer
I'm sick of it.
and London's Mayor Sadiq Khan have all found themselves victims of deepfakes in recent months.
I control the Met Police. They will do as the Mayor of London tells them and obey orders.
Whether it's fake explicit images or audio recordings of conversations that haven't ever happened, dodgy deepfakes created using readily available AI-powered tools have spread like wildfire across social media, sowing seeds of mistrust and blurring the lines between reality and often malicious fiction. Political use of this technology is on the rise around the world. Henry Ida is an authority on deepfakes and AI.
This isn't just a Western phenomenon, this is really global. And one that really springs to mind happened in India, where a BJP candidate, that's the ruling party, used a similar technology to essentially speak different regional dialects that he couldn't actually speak. And in this example, it wasn't disclosed clearly to the audience that this was AI generated. And when it emerged that it was, the actual BJP party disowned this use and kind of decried it as something that they didn't want. And then more recently in Indonesian elections that happened earlier this year, we saw an avatar of a synthetically resurrected, deceased previous leader coming back to endorse one of the candidates.
President Indonesia.
But in the Argentinian elections late last year, we saw both candidates using AI-generated images to depict the opponents as either weak, but also to embolden themselves, making them look like heroes or strong men.
So as you can see, these experts already examined how it's already impacting political side of views and how it's already doing effect on the political stance, because these AI generatives are making up things as disinformation. So therefore, it also proves my argument.
Deepfakes, the altered videos shared widely on social networks, are proving to be an extraordinary political weapon that is difficult to defuse. Here's Jonathan Vigliotti.
And then he had a press conference in the Rose Garden.
From fake videos of House Speaker Pelosi slurring her words to President Obama kicking a door he never kicked. A blunt warning today to those who make this video-altering technology. Clean up your act.
There are implications to this content that are costing lives. You have to think about how your technology is being weaponized.
I could download something on a computer,
run it, right? Or
and put words in your mouth.
That's exactly right. I don't think you should do it, but yes.
I'm sorry we wrote this in like 6 days or something.
While deepfakes can be entertaining, Professor Hani Farid says they're no laughing matter. He points to this fake video of Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg pretending to use CBS News' digital platform CBSN to claim global domination.
Imagine this for a second. One man with total control of billions of people's stolen data.
The evidence that you just witnessed from University of Florida, CBS, BBC News, They all lead and point to the same direction, where AI deepfakes is now a political weapon, proving my point that yes, deepfakes is a real thing, and it's a new method of disinformation. I am Daniel, and thank you for watching.